Think FHA is only for first-time homebuyers? Not true. My name is Alfonso Rodriguez, your local real estate and mortgage advisor in the Central Texas area. Today, I'm going to break down the main differences between an FHA and a conventional loan so that you can decide which loan type is best for you. In my experience, FHA and conventional loans are the two most commonly used programs. Most people don't know the main differences between the two, which is why I'm making this video. To start off, FHA loans are government insured and are designed to be more forgiving on your credit score and the minimum down payment. Conventional loans are not government insured and they reward a higher credit score and usually wins on the long-term costs because the mortgage insurance can be removed. Now let's go over some of the benefits and downsides of an FHA loan. Starting off with the benefits, FHA allows for a lower credit score. Now you can have as low as a 580 score, but most lenders are looking for at least a credit score of 620. Another benefit to FHA is the low minimum down payment, which starts off at just 3.5%. FHA also allows for gift funds from family members, which can be applied towards the down payment and closing costs. FHA also allows you to have a higher debt-to-income ratio, which means you'll be able to qualify for a larger payment. Most FHA loans are assumable, which means you're able to assume somebody else's low-interest FHA loan. And lastly, FHA allows for a seller credit of up to 6% towards the closing cost, which is a big deal for lowering your cash to close. Now, here are some of the downsides to an FHA loan. All FHA loans have what's called an upfront mortgage insurance premium that becomes part of your closing costs. Next, there is an annual mortgage insurance premium that you'll have to pay in installments as part of your mortgage payment. This mortgage insurance is a part of your payment for as long as you have the loan. Unless you put 10% or more down, then it comes off after 11 years. Also, FHA has a higher property condition standard, which means under certain conditions, it might require repairs to be completed on the home before you can close. And lastly, FHA can only be used as your primary residence, so no second homes and no investment properties. Now it's time to go over some of the conventional pros and cons. And starting off, conventional does not have an upfront mortgage insurance, which would lower your cash to close over an FHA loan. The mortgage insurance on a conventional loan can be removed when you're around 20% equity, which saves you money on the long term. And you can eliminate mortgage insurance altogether if you put down 20% or more at closing. You can also get better pricing on a conventional loan with a higher credit score and a larger down payment. You'll also have more flexibility with a type of home you can finance with a conventional loan, which includes second homes and investment properties. And lastly, there are fewer property condition standards, which means that there could be some repairs that don't have to be made before you close. Now, here are some of the downsides. Conventional loans are credit score sensitive. Most lenders want to see at least a 680, and the higher your score, the better pricing you'll get. Conventional loans also require more reserves, which means you have to be able to show that you still have money set aside after you close on the home. And lastly, conventional loans have a lower debt-to-income ratio limit, which means that the payment you'll qualify for on a conventional loan will be less than if you had an FHA loan. So which loan type is best for you? Here's how you can compare the two side by side and see which one makes the most sense. Start off with the payment first by comparing which loan option gives you the lowest monthly payment with everything included. Then, try to guess how long you'll keep the loan. If you plan to refinance or stay in a home for a few years, then FHA's lower rates might make more sense. If you see yourself in the home long term, then conventional might make more sense because the mortgage insurance will come off. Next, consider your credit score today versus what it'll be in 12 months from now. If your credit score now only allows for you to qualify for an FHA loan now, then you can refinance into a conventional loan later and hopefully get a lower rate and then have mortgage insurance removed. Then you're going to want to consider your cash to close. If you don't have a lot of money saved up, then FHA allows for a seller credit of up to 6%, which can make a huge difference on your cash to close. Conventional loans allow for up to a 3% seller credit unless you're putting 10% or more down, then you can get up to a 6% seller credit. But then again, you're putting more money down, and if you don't have a whole lot to start off with, then it probably doesn't make a difference. And lastly, consider your plans for the home. If this is a second home or an investment, then you're going to have to go with conventional in order to make it work. If this home is going to be your primary residence, then you can go with either FHA or conventional. So a common myth that I run into all the time is that FHA is only for first-time home buyers, and that's false. You can use FHA even if you owned a home before, it just has to be your primary residence. FHA is more friendly to first-time home buyers because of how it's structured, so it's only natural that most first-time home buyers start off with that. Would you like a side-by-side comparison for your numbers? If you're in the Central Texas area, then I want to offer you a free consultation to discover your options and see which loan type makes sense. There is no pressure or obligation that comes with the consultation, and I've found that it's always better to start the planning phase sooner rather than later. Simply call or text me directly at 512-809-0091, or you can use the link down below to book your free consultation. Did you find this video helpful? If so, then please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you know planning to buy a home. Please also leave a comment down below with what you thought was very insightful in this video, or to ask any follow-up questions. You can also request my next video topic and I will respond. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I look forward to hearing from you.